Hello, fellow humans. Chris here again. So, today I wanted to share another brief story. Over the weekend, I was involved in a um, big event, a big work party of sorts that involved a lot of alcohol. A lot. And while this alcohol was not for the workers like myself, we were involved in the distribution and the planning aspects of it. And of course, the discussions kind of came up amongst some of the people about, well, what kinds of alcohol do you like? What kind of things you like to drink? And somebody asked me about it, and I told them that I don't drink. And they were surprised and like, well, you don't hear that answer very much. And why don't you drink? And I thought, it's interesting to me how that's probably the most common question I get if it comes up that I don't drink is, why don't you drink? And I've always found that kind of interesting because you usually don't hear people ask other people why they do drink, but they seem interested or intrigued in why you wouldn't drink. And I just always thought, a negative action, I would think that the onus would be on the person doing the action to explain why they do it rather than the other way around. Anyway, be that as it may, I thought I would just briefly touch on it in a video, and that way, if anybody asks me again and I don't feel like explaining it again, I can just point them to my video and get another view that way. Basically, again, I don't think I owe anybody an explanation as to why I don't drink, but I'll humor everybody for a minute here. The long and short of it is that I just don't really have an interest in it. I am, to some extent, kind of averse to it. Alcoholism has definitely run in my family, and addiction in general, and I personally recognize that I have an addictive personality. So I just stay away from the stuff. I have not seen anything good come from it personally, and that's pretty much the simplest answer for me. I find joy in other outlets. Something that I do that I think is kind of related in an inverse way is art, which some of you know. I've done a few videos sharing my art. And the reason why I think it's worth mentioning and I think it's interesting for the story is because one of my uncles, who I actually did a video about a year ago on his tragic story, and I won't get into it all right now, but he was an alcoholic, and he definitely is one of the reasons why I don't drink, having personally kind of seen what it did to him. But he's also the reason why I am teaching myself to do art and also teaching myself to play guitar. He used to do both of those things. He was very, very good at it. He was actually part of a few bands, and he was an excellent guitar player and musician and singer. But he was also a great artist. And when I was at my grandfather's funeral a couple years ago, I saw one of his paintings, one of my uncle's paintings, of a forest landscape, and thought it was just amazing. And when I came back home after that visit, I started painting and started doing art. When COVID hit and I was really stuck at home, I started teaching myself finally to play guitar. That was kind of a long promise to my grandfather, who got me that guitar a long time ago, and he's long gone now, and I feel like I owed it to him to teach myself to play the damn thing. So that's what I'm doing, and that's why I'm doing those, and both of those are forms of art that kind of help me personally to compartmentalize and deal with things, internal struggles, emotional or mental hiccups, or just challenges in my life. And it kind of helps put me at ease and peace. And so I enjoy doing the art and having a tangible thing to look at after the fact. kind of makes me feel good and makes me feel like, wow, look, I did a thing. It's right there. So that's in a nutshell the why I don't drink and the why I do enjoy doing art. I would be interested to hear if anyone's willing to share either why you do or don't drink, or just why you do something else that you do. Maybe you go fishing, maybe you know, read Noam Chomsky, or you also do art, or maybe you smoke weed. I don't know. Whatever it may be, I'd be curious to know. Always interested in the happenings of fellow humans like myself. So anyway, just wanted to share that. Hope everyone's having a great day. I will catch up with you all again very soon. Have a great rest of your day, and remember, don't be afraid to question the consensus.